And long story short, the military rule that was there basically told me, you're too old, you have nothing to offer the military, you've been in entirely too long, just go ahead and get out, I don't have time for you.
I am very excited. I have one of the best people that you will ever meet with me. One of the most energetic. There's only one Tabitha Seigley in the world, and I have her here on the channel, and I cannot wait for you to hear from this young lady.
So my name's Second Lieutenant Tabitha Seigley, and so I commissioned through the Green to Gold active duty obligation, and I branched Adjutant General Corps. My active duty time is 20 years, 5 months, and 2 weeks to the day. And so some of the positions I held was I was a 68 Charlie Phase 2 schoolhouse instructor. I was an NCOIC for various different clinics, from mother-baby to general surgery to plastic surgery, ICU, PICU. I was just recently a drill sergeant and a basic training first sergeant prior to going into the Green and Gold program.
So what encouraged you to switch over?
You know, when I grew up in the military, I didn't have the best leadership, and so I learned early on that I had to use my voice not only for protection of my soldiers and peers, but also to get a seat at the table. And I say that because I had this sergeant major who said it always. He's like, it's not how you get to the table, it's what you're going to bring to the table that's going to keep you at the table. And I think that is so truthful to this day, because he say remain relevant and hungry all the time. And I think that we often forget about that, and we're just, you know, waiting our turn to get promoted, waiting our turn to retire, and we forget about, you know, leaving things better than what they should be and being good stewards of the profession. So that, on top of my recent position as a first sergeant, me and my commander, we bumped heads a little bit, and I took it personal a little bit of the time. But I just feel like the Army's better than the I'm better than you mentality, and just because I have this rank, I'm the final say. And then a couple days later, the Green to Gold email went across my computer, and I'm a very big believer in everything happens for a reason. So I said, it's a sign, it's a sign. So I said, if it's meant to be, it's gonna be. So I went ahead and put my packet in, and here I am today.
Wow. So were there any challenges that you faced along the way?
You know, it was a typical Green to Gold packet. I had to have multiple waivers, just I'm a little bit older. I've been in a little bit longer than most. But one of my biggest challenges I felt, and maybe I just made this up in my head, was, you know, for the promotion system, you only have seconds, minutes at a time to judge somebody based off of their packet they turn in. And I just thought that somebody who's got 17 plus years, who's a little bit older, you know, my packet was going to quickly get pushed to the side. So I wanted to sell myself in person. So I went to just 2 universities. I went right down the road here to one of the bigger universities. And long story short, the military rule that was there basically told me, you're too old, you have nothing to offer the military, you've been in entirely too long, just go ahead and get out, I don't have time for you. And so after politely thanking him for his time and leaving, that just fueled my fire. I'm very stubborn as it is. So I drove right down the road and was welcomed with open arms to the best university in South Carolina, the Newberry Wolves, who, you know, welcomed me into their program. And the Highlanders Battalion outside of Presbyterian College, they had no choice, they had to accept me. But anyway, I'm forever grateful, and my life has changed for both of those installations.
What would you tell that enlisted soldier? Because maybe they're thinking like, it's too late for me.
Well, firstly, I'm gonna say it's never too late. I think that if you truly want it, and it's a lot of going back and forth, the process, they're gonna ask you for information, you gotta give it back to them within a set time, like basically feed the beast. If you want it that bad, you can get it. You just gotta stay on top of it. You have to stay hungry, but it is not impossible, and let me sit here and be proof that it is definitely possible. So I'd say stick with it.
What's next for you in your career?
I owe the Army so much more than I think that I could even put into words. So wherever the Army takes me in my career, you know, I'm open for it. So wherever the Army takes me, it's been a goodbye me these 20 years, 5 months, and 2 weeks. So let's see where we're going from here.
All right, so I just want to let you have the floor. You can say whatever you feel, whatever comes to your heart. Any final encouraging words?
You know, don't forget where you came from. You know, we all started from the bottom. I wouldn't be where I was today if it wasn't for so many who have taken an opportunity and a chance on me. So always pay it forward, be grateful, and just like that Rue that I will never forget his face and name, that you can have an impact on somebody even when you don't realize it, and empower one another. We're all here for one purpose, and not to lose sight of that. All of those that have paid the ultimate sacrifice and paved the way for us, we owe that to them.
Make sure you share this with someone. You comment below. I read every single comment, and we're already getting some incredible feedback from this series. And I wanted to take an opportunity to shout out J-Twan and Andrew. J-Twan commented and said, I began school this fall. I was recently accepted as a PFC. Let them know, he wants me to let you know, let them know that they can get a time and service waiver too. It's good that you're making these videos. A lot of people don't know about this opportunity. Then Andrew commented below and said, I think most people assume that they have to be in the Army for a long time before getting into this program. The general consensus is that it's too good to be true. I start school in a couple of weeks in the ADO program, started my packet as a PFC, and was able to pick up 5 before PCSing to school. Great video series. Shout out to Andrew, shout out to J-Twan. Thank you so much for sharing that. Congrats.
Yes, good luck in school.
Hit me with a comment, follow me on Instagram. This channel is all about helping you make a better decision today for tomorrow. And keep leading, don't ever stop leading. And I'll see you in the next video.
Thank you so much.
Great job.
Commission over through the ROTC active duty option into the Adjutant General Corps. Oh my God, I'm probably gonna be the worst. Like if you change, once we do this, you're like, I don't want this aired ever. I understand, okay? Okay.
You ready?
I need to put some chapstick on. I need to quit. I'm so sorry that I'm being extra. Mother F, are you mad at me? Did they act like this too or no? Oh my God, why is this so hard for me?